And we are live here at the Bitcoin Energy Summit. I think lunch is over. It seems to be a topic of discussion among us, I have to be honest. But I had a nice lunch here in the VIP area. Anyway, I hope you did as well. Yes, right before our panel, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we just got off the stage a couple of minutes ago. I have with me here Esther Romanoff, and she is with Lydian Mining. So interesting panel that we had. You know, there's like this big push, and obviously it's the Bitcoin Energy Summit. Green, sustainable, blah, 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 right? All this stuff. I'm like, guys, we have our own money, okay? What else do we need? And then I flowered it up a little bit. So tell me a little bit about Lydian Mining.
Sure.
And what brought you here to the Bitcoin Energy Summit?
Yeah, connections most of all. So we are an on-grid and off-grid location. So we are entirely carbon negative. We have between 25 and 150 megawatts on grid, and then off grid we're doing methane capture, which is, as you know, like 20 times more toxic than carbon. So by mining out in the field, we're actually able to counter all of the carbon emissions that we let out by hosting miners. I think sustainability is really important, especially impact-driven communities and companies within an industry that's so new. I mean, we've been here for 14 years, which is not really new in our eyes. You know, it's kind of senior citizenship at that point, but to most energy, it's really new to be, running.
Well, it is really interesting, and I can tell you that this flare. I mean, how many times have we heard that? Like flare. So this is like the hot new thing. Everyone's talking about the flare now. So, is there a process of capturing the energy from the flare? Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So one way that we're a little bit different than I think some companies is they'll use flare from pipeline. And that's something that we won't do. So essentially, if there's an abandoned mine that can't be used and it has a leak and it's flaring methane into the atmosphere, that's when we'll come in and buy it. It's pretty much just a capstone and turbines. You push it through into a generator, and then you push it through your containers to mine. It's like a very short, truncated version of how you do it. But yeah.
Amazing. And so, to be clear, the bad stuff still goes through, but we're doing something good with it.
Correct, because they would not be able to be used in any other way, because the pipeline can't connect to it, so the gas is stuck. Nobody wants to clean it up because it's in the middle of nowhere. Right. But because we have Starlink and we can actually create something that is valuable and just shoot it up into the cloud, that's pretty much the only way that this will be processed. Yeah.
Pretty interesting. So you mentioned Starlink. How about Elon Musk, huh? I mean, the guy is like changing the world.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I saw a chat to go off topic, just to banter for a minute. And someone was like, what's going to happen when everything that we do is done better by AI? And I was actually on a panel in Dubai speaking about AI, chat GPT, and all these other types of things. And his response was, yeah, those are the right questions, because we are going to get to that point very quickly where everything that we're doing is going to be better done
by AI. Yes.
And he was like, that's why I invented Neuralink, which is pretty interesting. Because we're all going to be plugged in, guys. We're all going to be plugged into this AI. People talk about transhumanism, and they're like, oh, no, transhumanism, no. Like, guys, it is already here, really, but it's coming in a mass scale, so pretty interesting.
We're already cyborgs with our phones, so it's only one step away from
It's like one step away, yeah. So really cool. So you've had a lot of success, it sounds like, with the Lydian Mining. What are the origins of Lydian Mining? What can you tell us about it?
Sure, yeah. My business partner and I started it. Essentially, he's been trading Bitcoin since the start of it, and I happen to have a number of connections in the space, so it makes it easier for me from a traditional finance background to raise capital, and it's easy from him to custody the coin and actually make sure that it stays safe for any stakeholders that we have. So it's kind of a great partnership. From the very beginning, he mentioned mining, and he mentioned this particular aspect of it, making it better, making the community better by making it greener. And I was like, okay, that's something that I can get behind and help you raise for. And then we just kind of continued on. It's building partnerships in a better world, because Bitcoin has such a bad name for, dirty energy, and I don't think it has to be that way.
What do they call it? Dirty coin? There's even a girl that's doing a
song on it?
A movie.
Oh,
Dirty
really?
Coin.
Okay.
Yeah, she wanted to come into some of our VIP events or something. And I'm like, now hold on, like, are you talking bad about Bitcoin mining? Because if you are, then I'm not really interested.
Yeah.
But she was kind of putting some light on the whole thing. And it is important, and I know we both spoke about it on stage. It's important that us, the people that are involved now, which is the younger generation mostly, push forward this in a green way, in a quote unquote, I don't like to use the word sustainable, but like, all right, fine, sustainable, but at least a smart way, where we're not hurting things, where we're making it better. As long as we're making it better and we have our own money out of the deal, I think it's a win.
Net positive, absolutely.
It's a net positive. So what is your background? How did you get involved?
I've been an accountant for 10 years, a trader for around 6 of those as well. Got into venture capital for a while and hit mining pretty hard afterwards. I don't know, it seems like the next best in the area of life that I'm at and the direction that I've gone, it made the most sense. Like from bank to bankless in a way.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're a bean counter.
I was. In another life, absolutely I was. Yes.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, really cool. It attracts all types of people from all over the world. I tell people all the time, we all believe though in the same principles. We believe in freedom, we believe in ownership, and we believe in privacy. And so wherever you vote, whatever political party you're in or whatever, that kind of puts us all together. It's a very strong group, and the more we realize that and start operating together and start doing green projects and really pushing things forward together, the more powerful we'll be. So, well, thank you so much for coming on. Any last thoughts? Social media, websites? How do people find you?
LinkedIn would be the best. My name is Esther Romanoff. Feel free to look me up. And other than that, I'm looking to connect with impact-driven, goal-oriented, and heart-centered people. So if you're one of those people, send me a message.
Awesome. Esther, thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, thank you so much.
See you soon.